he's guarding. Gilgeous-Alexander gets near the paint. Jump shot is good.
That's a charge.
Gilgeous-Alexander left open. Nice mid-range jumper. And looking to post up against his cousin, Alexander Walker. Turns, shoots, and can't get it to go. Dort.
Over your cousin or your family member. And somewhere Stan Van Gundy is standing up on his couch saying, "Preach, Mark Jackson."
Backs in, spins, falling away. Can't get it to fall. Dort, another. Gilgeous-Alexander, the drive. Can't get it to fall. His cousin was. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to fall. And a loose. Gilgeous-Alexander finds some room. Jump shot is good. From the elbow, leans in. Oh, what a nice fake. Bank shot, in and out. Gilgeous-Alexander drives off the glass, won't go. He's 3 for 11 from. Gilgeous-Alexander gets into the paint. Oh, what a follow from Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, can't get it to fall. 24 points in 23 minutes. And the big lead is Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, body's off. Gilgeous-Alexander slides, slips, but misses, gets the rebound back. Their first turnover of the third. Gilgeous-Alexander, the tip won't go. The third. Gilgeous-Alexander, the tip won't go. Waters' right shot clock is off. Gilgeous-Alexander knocked away. Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander and Giddey as Gilgeous-Alexander goes backdoor, lays it up and in. They're combined. Alexander, who Jeff has had just a spectacular season. He's one of the best young players in the game as he turns. Murphy now on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jump shot too strong. He's shooting 52% from the field here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander, the move, the drive, shot is good. Just a half. Pelicans led early. Thunder came back. Gilgeous-Alexander, beautiful crossover, but comes up. Gilgeous-Alexander has it. Step back shot, won't go. Now Gilgeous-Alexander finds some room. Layup, this time is good. His career high 44 points. They're making sure he's not the one that beats them. But right there, Willie Green played 12 years in the league. Gilgeous-Alexander drives, banks it home, and a foul. Xander. McCollum staying with him. Spins, gets inside. Left-handed off the glass. Oh, what a sweep. Gilgeous-Alexander finds some room. That's where he operates in that role. Gilgeous-Alexander so much more aggressive here in the third. That shot won't go. The tip misses.
Anybody not named Lou Dort defending him.
Oh, beautiful move inside. Now
same thing occurring.
Gilgeous-Alexander double clutch. Well defended by. Final seconds. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside. A layup off the glass. Won't go. Alexander into the paint. Around. Bank shot is good. And we're tied again.
For one if they could.
Gilgeous-Alexander drives. Gets inside. The floater is good. Oh, what a shot. They still have a timeout left. Throws it inside. Shot blocked. Picked up by Dort.
Using his size down close to the basket.
Look at Shai just getting to his spot there.
You know, he's one of those guys who can get that pass and put it on the floor.
Three-point shot.
Well, what that's doing is making the defense play him honest. And how about this play? Come on, man. What happened to the defense on that play?
On the season, something that certainly was not anticipated coming in for the second-round pick out of Arkansas.
Now they can't really cheat on those guys.
Shai used his physicality, went right. Going at Agbaji yet again. The follow, it's whoop. With a short clock, now it's at 2. Shai goes right, the double team. Somehow he slipped his way in there. Agbaji is off. Shai full stride, down the floor. Contact, ball pops out. Thunder led by 3 at the half. Nice cut, and this time Giddey showing the passing skills. He is from deep. Shai surveys. Little step back jumper. That is off. Well, how about another offensive rebound, and Shai somehow a little offense. Already 1 point on the possession. Shai, little up and under. SGA with the finger roll.
Nice. Away from the basket.
Shai right around Toscano Anderson. SGA spins it home. Shai starting to put the ball in his hands. Bounces off the defense. And once again.
For 4 times this year, this is a good young team. Same names, different games. So you saw Poole right. Gilgeous-Alexander getting it up and in. He is something else. 4th leading scorer in the end. Lou Dort. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves that mid-range. That's good defense.
Closeout for DiVincenzo. He's attacking that.
Gilgeous-Alexander, Draymond was there. Great weak side. Starting to feel good.
But he's making tough shots. These aren't just regular spot-ups.
Gilgeous-Alexander looks on deep.
Oh, this is where Steph lives.
Dominga blocked Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but Isaiah. And relentless energy defensively. Super strong. Gilgeous-Alexander, super skilled. Gilgeous-Alexander gets Looney on a switch. Yanks him back and then hits the jumper.
They're all over the glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he quiets the crowd again. Dominga. Jonathan not reaching in. Shai, little push shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Moody. Gain ground, hands up. Gilgeous-Alexander. The mid-range. Lethal. He's got Alexander on the switch. Shai right to the rim to put it up and in.
He's just team. Nor did Kevin Durant. SGA on the floater. Well defended for the Thunder.
Yeah, good luck with those names tonight. So when you boo him all the time, he gets used to it. And you pay a price.
SGA on the hands of J-Dub, as they call him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. 3.6 rebounds in his 15 minutes against the Nuggets. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA on the dribble drive. Gets inside with the left hand attack points. That was just seconds to Joel Embiid's. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drive inside. Booker had the screen. Alexander, tough baseline contest. Suns in a penalty, so Bismack Biyombo approaching 2 minutes to go here in the half.
That's a travel, isn't it?
Gilgeous-Alexander with the step back. Nice contest by Ayton. Trying to maintain that mark. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive inside. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to back off Durant. Trying to create space. What cost them on Friday night, despite getting the win, is SGA on the dribble drive.
Just let that defender know.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the dribble drive. No, hits the deck.
Just build the wall on the young man.
Force him into the step back. Game. Nice defense by TJ Warren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander across the lane. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander working on trying to get more. Suns defenders on high alert as Dario finds the circling SGA. Durant stepping out defensively on him. SGA with a step back. No. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Gets to the left hand and the finish. The game like that. Alexander able to turn him over. Durant racing back. Gets the block.
3-point range.
And it's been almost as consistent as anybody. This is the guy. He traveled with the ball.
Smith have alternated as the starting center. Gilgeous-Alexander off the glass, no good.
They've got to stay in position. You almost have to play him a little bit like he doesn't shoot it.
4 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. Wara with the start again, and that's going to be
on the court. Back at the Pacers really quickly is SGA, who got a basket. He's long, but he's not tall. See, when he comes at you like this, you got a problem. Let's see this matchup, because this is the area the Pacers all have to get in. See, he's so long.
On the tip, SGA has it. He's going to drive. And he got it. First points. Second.
Didn't even extend his arm.
Gilgeous-Alexander quickly the other way. I think you've said it. He's one of those guys, when you watched him play in college, you didn't realize.
Sure, they're under control. If they're under control, you shoot it. Goodness gracious, this guy was sideways.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Neesmith. And he missed it. It was...
Say couldn't play defense. Nice job cutting him off. Wow. Guys, it is really hard
In his 2 years, tonight it's his 56th start, and they challenged SGKC. Gilgeous-Alexander right down the middle of the lane, blocked by Wara, and Wiggins cut off. Alexander, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Don't foul him.
That's blocked by Jackson.
Jump back, because sometimes that ball comes back at you hard.
Gilgeous-Alexander banks it in.
19, 7, and 8, that's a big-time game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's Smith. Alexander against Matherin. Spins on the baseline. His shot is off. Smith.
Out the starting five. And so, Michael, what are some of your thoughts coming into this one? Obviously, the Thunder have had some. Josh Giddey, that three on the way, and that gets the scoring going for OKC. Josh Giddey from downtown.
Yeah, picking up where
it's going to be an offensive foul. Boy, Jalen Williams absorbing the blow from Eubanks.
Sleep lab. You need a bit more deep sleep. Getting enough high-quality sleep increases immunity.
Up to that game, Jeremiah's role in the rotation had been spotty, going stretches without playing or logging low minutes.
Offensive rebound. Joe. 5.
Good time by J-Dub. Now, he's still in his rookie campaign, but he is not making rookie.
Medic.
You can't script that any better, folks. You can practice that.
Get a loose ball foul on Jalen Williams, who just wiped him out. And that's a big body.
Man. That's
7 games. Down the stretch we go.
That's
Jalen Williams' space. Yeah. Because you see when he's got the ball at the top of the key, whoever Dort is just going to take the bump and the foul from Knox. Boy, look at that quick.
He's playing at an extremely high level offensively tonight. 23 points in this one.
All right, Paris. And
slam dunk by AD.
Maybe 2, in fact, as he's shaking that right hand.
Let's hope he doesn't. Against GA, who's only tried 1 field goal attempt until right there. He lays it up and in. Lakers turn it over for the 3rd time. SGA, here he goes to the rim, and he lays it up and in. Tied it against the Clippers. First game he has gone without a 3 since early January. The drive boy AD Alter, that's for 7. All others 3 for 11. Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll get his.
The delivery by Reeves and the score.
SGA loses Reeves, creates space, rolls it on.
Off the bounce.
Gilgeous-Alexander at the buzzer. What a quarter. Basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander, boy, he creates space beautifully, doesn't he? But he can't knock it down. Attacking zone, surveying. SGA spins and scores. Season series in case there's a tie break. In order. Gilgeous-Alexander, one including a career-high 35. Little step back by SGA. It happens. We had so many whistles the other night. Almost ridiculous. Now Alexander drives to the bucket as much as anybody in this whole league. Turns, shoots, misses. Comes into the game wearing number 11. Gilgeous-Alexander under heavy pressure. Good rebound. Lead is back up to 8. Spinning, scoring, and hanging in the scoop. They're trying to get back to 500. Gilgeous-Alexander saw AD, dropped it for a moment, tried to spin. Now it's Gilgeous-Alexander on its way. We're tied at 1. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to move on Vanderbilt, who's got the assignment.
That was close to an offensive foul.
Very close. He created for Dennis. Gilgeous-Alexander, scoop, no! Take it, Davis!
Ball movement, everyone's fingerprints on the ball this trip down for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander in.
Very valuable to the team.
A lot of energy. One of those technicals, by the way, was rescinded. A little too late. We're talking about Paul George. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about him a little on.
A better player can do more tricks, but he has a change of pace on his strides.
Minutes for the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander. And sure, I read it that way when I wrote it. Here is Gilgeous-Alexander, fades from 10, leaves it short. Well, I'm a believer in Oklahoma City having a terrific shot at getting in to the top 6. Top of the show, this is the 5 that Ty Lue wants to go with going forward to build controls for the Thunder. Runs into Morris, floats it up, wiggles out to Gilgeous-Alexander from the baseline. It is good. That's a lazy pass. Gilgeous-Alexander the other way. Lays it up and in. His first shot of the second half. He is 7 of 8 giveaway for the Clippers. Here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 19.
Could be a point coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter where you see Kawhi giving the assignment of trying to guard. You see the Oklahoma City Thunder players reach in the passing lane, anticipating.
Extra pass made to Dort to the rim. Collides with Zoo. Misses. Giddey with a rebound. Denied. Play. This is Josh Giddey, gifted player, can really pass the ball. And this is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shooting some poor shot selection.
Gilgeous-Alexander down the lane, hangs and bangs and lays it in. Gilgeous-Alexander forces when he takes on the Thunder. Misses on the free throw there. Gilgeous-Alexander playing with those 3 fouls. Misses with those. Levy out. Should he ever be greeted with a Gatorade bath after a game on those fine
talent on the offensive glass, just tipped it enough to get it on the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets free on the base.
Out to him behind the 3-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander down the lane, no rebound, tapped up. The last time I saw a foul on a play like that. Gilgeous-Alexander down the lane, stymied at the iron, loose ball. 9 to shoot for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander weaves his way down the lane.
Will play tomorrow in their game against the Houston Rockets. Shaw has been out for the last 9.
Sarr has not played much this year, but making an impact here in his third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander from straight away.
Plumlee, there's the split of the double team. That's not a good thing.
On moving day, you want to make sure you get MotoMaster tires. Over 1,000 proven quality products
that reacts to potential dangers.
Get them to have to change their positions on the defensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander hiccups to the rim. Wow.
10 seconds remaining in this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander down the lane, scoops it up and in. That's 10.
Well, the Clippers are all heading back.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot, Alexander, picked up by Gordon. Gets around him, gets to the rim, off the window, and in. On the switch, picked up by the long arms of Covington. Lets it fly from 17. This throw. And Batum. Gilgeous-Alexander down the lane once again. It's down by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander into the paint and lays it in 30.
But you just got to offset the presence that this guy brings to the table. And that's what he will do all off the screen. SGA able to get to the baseline. Off the mark. Upset. Thought he had it.
I'd rather he grabbed that one.
Here comes Alexander. Racing to the basket. Splits the 2 Suns that all knocked away. Numbers here for the Thunder. SGA runs it off the window for an easy 2. And Monty Williams talked about the need for connectivity and communications as Biombo how good it feels to see that ball go through that net, right? Is Alexander able to navigate it inside? Here comes Alexander again. Terrence Ross out there. Just sees able to go
in this quarter. 12.
Alexander gets across the paint. Off the win. Torrey trying to give up a little ground. Alexander inside. Suns get the block. Great job defensively.
If he can outrun Dario, I think that's to his advantage.
SGA back on the floor. That's one way to break out the cobwebs.
I couldn't get it out of my mouth.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander trying to get baseline on the spin with the scoop and score. But they have got the 3-point shooting stroke in line today. Alexander, ends of SGA. Here comes Alexander again, sidestep. Paul jars it free in his career for this season. The pocket pass inside. Alexander, 19 first half points. Booker extended the defense on him. Step back elbow jumper got it. From downtown today. Dort on the drive across the paint, drops it off inside. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tries to spin back inside. Great defense by the veteran Chris Paul, forces them.
So far so good. I think they did not until then.
And Lindy Waters coming off the bench. Here comes SGA with a pump fake, drives inside, won't get it. Busy does. Here comes the run out for SGA on the drive inside, gets it. Kogi playing with 4 fouls. SGA with a jump stop. Got it. Torrey. Nice job staying in front of Alexander. Forces him into the tough jumper.
Get him on the side of the shooter.
Alexander with a pull-up. Won't get it.
3-4. They get out on the fast break when they do turn you over.
Shai ran into the wall initially of Pirtle, then reset. But a second chance opportunity as Shai crosses up. Siakam gets inside, shows the touch. What a win. Offensive rebound from SGA. Looking to distribute. Goes to the baseline, pulls up.
Half court.
Shai, the blow by. Oh, and then the left-handed could be thinking that they're going for the steal.
Right, absolutely.
As Shai spins right through. One all-star going up against another. Shai spins. He has been really quiet, at least in this game. He hasn't had a quiet season. Shai around the screen, almost automatic licks. He is from London. He's had a little bit of a breakout season. Shai bounces off of Van Vliet, got to his. There's a steal. Now SGA is going to try to win the race on Barnes. Dismisses him, bumps off, and the fingerboarder. Shai, a burst of speed, got all the way to the rim. Physical game. See the double team flash on Shai. Does not matter. Goes back.
You say to yourself, how does he do it?
And how did he do that? Back on the floor. The lead is up to 10. SGA bounces off of Van Vliet. Got to the baseline. And Shai wants to preserve a little bit of time. Drives, hangs, no. Isaiah Joe, that high arcing three. Now it's the Thunder's turn to get an offensive rebound, and Shai up. SGA, nearly impossible
for the Raptors. They get him to miss the free throw.
The ambush on Shai doesn't work. He got to the rim, but just missed the.
He did a good job of defending initially. Shai just continues.
Efficiency. They are 13th in offense. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, no resistance whatsoever many years, but he's going to blow away the current record holder, Ersan Ilyasova. Starting to rise.
We are with you. 5 of 7 from deep the other night.
Shai can't finish into the game for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up short. Claxton, that is an area of vulnerability for the Thunder.
Last in the league.
And it's not an area of strength. Gives it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander pedaling through. And it's going to be out of bounds. Deadline. Gilgeous-Alexander got it over Claxton and in.
Penetration and kick. Penetration and kick. Brooklyn has got the formula. Great shot.
$173 million deal. That won't go. Popped in the air. Claxton and Cam Johnson to sit so we can see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can't squeeze it. Gilgeous-Alexander new to attack Bridges, who has the three. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nifty separation and the splash. Here's Giddey. Leaving for Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it in. Gilgeous-Alexander bumps into Bridges. Separates and finishes. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Step back jumper. Feathery normally.
The way that he's been playing.
Bridges goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges. Dinwiddie bats it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander able to finish. Dinwiddie a double-double for a third straight game. First time in his career he's done that. Gilgeous-Alexander, no. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hooks inside and finished. Led by 10 at the half. Thunder dominated the third. They're holding serve here in the fourth. With D there for better room. Gilgeous-Alexander stepping back. No.
Clean up the defensive glass.
Bridges hanging with Shai. What a defensive possession. And Claxton couldn't get to it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander all the way in.
To force overtime with a three. It was right on line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander waltzes his way to the ball. Those two matched up. And a couple of Australians. Nice crossover. Gilgeous-Alexander does.
The moment you turn that corner, if that big's in drop coverage, you're in range.
Gilgeous-Alexander will get the roll tonight. No annuity pending. That's a good thing. Boy, another breakdown. Gilgeous-Alexander getting one. Another turnover for the Pels. That is their fourth. And it off into the hole. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Again, Gilgeous-Alexander. So they've already got 6 steals in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander.
See the difference in where he's heading?
Yep.
Basketball game.
Inside of 3 left. Gilgeous-Alexander mid-range. That's automatic. Can you get a stop, though? And Gilgeous-Alexander. Najee staying in front of Gilgeous-Alexander. But he gets so close for the fall away. See, they're trying to get back on the 50-50, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they tried to beat him to the punch. Gilgeous-Alexander's fall away. Najee Williams. But low percentage shot. Gilgeous-Alexander.
If he sees one guy, he's going to attack.
Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got Trey in front of him, so he's going to get there. Didn't get the finish. Off the bench once again. He's got 7 with 3 boards. And taken by a second-round pick by Philly. They got him this year after 2 years. Mid-range. Not fouls. Matching up with Gilgeous-Alexander, who's going to fall away real short. Najee picks a 7-0 run. He's spinning to his strong side for the mid-range, and he's got it. On the Pels. 20-10 in turnovers. Jackson with a block. Gilgeous-Alexander. That was a prayer. Not answered. Because right, 21-11. They've been playing. You're right. They've been playing catch up on the road way too much. But the Pels, 12 of 32 on their triples. Right now. They lost by 1. And icing on the cake for Jake.
This is a unique matchup as SGA puts his head down, attacks Kuminga.
And that's why that offensive foul was called.
And Shai blows right by Kuminga. Giddey able to take it away from Kuminga. Fires it inside, and SGA was right there. Curry having another great year, almost 30 points per game, and there is no way that Klay Thompson
missed a game for almost 8 years, and it's tough, man, especially when you got practices and everything that you got to deal with.
Last 7 out of the Thunder, looking for more. SGA just chisels his way inside. Second. And SGA, little ball fake. They had 1 and up and under. Kuminga giving him a little bit of space. SGA off balance. There's DiVincenzo. Will defend SGA, who pulls up, and he missed it. Kuminga again giving SGA some space as he leans into it, racing up the floor. This is one way to attack the defense as Shai bounces right off of Klay Thompson. Shai now with Curry on him, a little step back and shoot over the top. Shai doing his thing on Curry. Shai gets to the nail at the free throw line, pulls up for the shot, got the passes up the screen from Jang, got mid-post left side, and he's got himself another bucket.
Triple-double watch this whole entire homestand.
Shai is going to bank it in.
When you're playing against the #1 3-point shooting team in the league, in terms of makes, folks.
Shai short. They've been in control since the 3rd quarter when they took the lead. Shai flicks it home. Too much. SGA and Giddey dictating. How about that shot? SGA to go. A little behind the back pass from Giddey. There's SGA. First shot. Wasting no time. Beats the buzzer. Got it from behind the tape. Shai goes to work. And he tried to scoop it home with a left.
Had a lot of that on Friday night against this same Jazz team.
Shai, couple of defensive players. SGA, boy, just totally detached from Clarkson.
That 6'11" wingspan is to his advantage.
And he's going to take it all the way to the other end. Sidestep it. Shai already with 11. What a ball fake. As the defense, almost whatever they want. And Shai cuts. And how about Jang? Caught.
And, you know, you pretty much say that about a lot of players that's coming off that bench.
Kessler finishing it off. So he's got a couple of made baskets. Shai missed the first. So he's got a couple of made baskets. Shai missed the first one, sticks with it, and the second one goes in. One shot from Kevin Durant. Dallas could not answer from Luka Doncic. And as the play perfectly, jumps the passing lane. Horton Tucker, easy call. That's going to be a... As Isaiah Joe returns to action. I don't know if that pass was intended for Dort or SGA. This is the closest that it's been since the first quarter. Shai goes left, floats into that jumper, no good. Now the switch on to Clarkson. Veers right, pulls up, and SGA skips the mid-range. As Shai uses the screen from Jay Will, gets inside. Kessler with a block. Rear year. That jump shot is off. And here comes SGA on the break. Bounces off for Horton Tucker and goes rebounding.
Then we got numbers here once again.
And Shai just puts his head down, goes right.
Cash in those chips. They always end up coming back to bite you.
And Shai, all kinds of stuff. A little late, though.
I know a little late. How about this? That's likes that play. Thunder in transition again.
And that time, Shai in the 5. Shai, once again, looks like he's off balance with guys. All right, first shot of the second half goes to Taylor Horton Tucker, and Shai comes right
out by Olenek.
Taylor Horton Tucker. Taylor Horton Tucker is no defense right.
He had the presence of mind to block a shot and get a charge on the same play.
This is a fantastic sequence. Is over 40% on the season. As Shai surveys, pulls up, and Kessler.
Stage, man, right here, folks. I'll tell you one thing, I like that one by J-Dub. It was SGA, nice little old scooter.
We have the space as Shai spins away, got met by Damian Jones. Went right over the top, now trying to back him down. Spins away, the scoop, and it drops in. Dots. And that time decided to go inside. Shai trying to go inside again, off balance.
Too far, no more than that 9-point lead.
Shai puts his head down a little Euro step into
the moment you're sweating, you know, you said, hey man, just take the free throw. Well, Shai just
under 3 minutes. Shai. Oh, left. As Shai now one-on-one with Clarkson. Stops on a dime. How about the...
We're in overtime right now.
Shai spun into the double team. Didn't matter as he hesitated. He passed out of an open 3 on the previous possession as Shai wiggles inside. Oh, and Shai with the steal on Horton Tucker. Has the step, beats him down the floor, and lays it in. He gives it to SGA. He veers left. Shai stops, puts up the shot, banks.
Minnow is instilling the belief, the expectation to make the playoffs.
Blocked there by LeBron. First-time All-Star. Minnesota sitting at that 8th spot is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now you got a nice little lead. How we hold on to it and get this victory.
We keep getting the ball to those guys.
In this quarter for Team LeBron, you got to try to at least get close so that target score of 24 isn't so great when they...
Lou Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander staying with it. Duncan will push. They're amongst the league leaders in pace. That's getting with him. Elects to take it himself. Got to stop. Fires the team up with the technical and had some nice drives. Too strong. SGA turned back. Now to Williams. Back inside and a little soft finger roll scoop. Nope. Well, this team needs Jalen to be aggressive. They need him to score. And he definitely, as you mentioned, off the first. Gilgeous-Alexander got bumped, threw it in, bank shot good. And you have to help the helper. You can't let your man cut behind you, and you got to keep the ball in front of you. The Rockets are being outscored. OKC pushes pace, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets right in the middle lane, but misses. Half dominated by the Thunder. SGA works by Christopher, and then gets stymied there, and that's how okay. He'll back down on tie, lean in, miss, try to get his own miss, nothing. Little baseline fadeaway. I mean, with it, yeah, should have been a block. SGA, 1-on-2, and wow.
Able to flip spikes, guys.
All right, thank you, Vanessa. Rockets now 22 of 34 at the line, and one. Sorry, the back. Somebody else has to get back on defense.
As Shai gets inside, little extra step, and it looks like he
works against you on that three-point line too, and that baseline, that sideline stepping out of bounds.
Oh, Shai with the lead, wasting no time. The Pelicans need him as SGA slices his way. And Lillard after his 20-point first quarter on Friday, as Shai's going to barrel in and take a bump from Jones. That one can have a guy that is so good at drawing charges. It's essentially a shot blocker. They were in a free fall in January. SGA right around Valanciunas, then switches hands, goes up with the left. Jay outside on a long stride, and it just does bounce on the game clock. He'll veer right, little sidestep left hand, it rolls off the rim. Right now is giving him some problems.
Well, just kind of score some points. And you know,
in practice right now, the Thunder trying to do it in the middle of the game as Shai acrobatically with the reverse.
That's impossible to strip him of the basketball.
Just determined. And now Shai. Shai inside the leaner. J-Dub with the offensive rebound.
And all these shots were falling in the first half.
Oh, Shai. Blast right by.
In transition.
Get it done on both ends. Jones had a hand in the face there. The Thunder staying with it here with the Pelicans. Shai, tough shot over Jones. And flings it over to Shai up ahead. J-Dub right back to him. And the 5-point game. Shai drives, hangs the tip. Shai drives, hangs the tip. Kenrich, the follow. Bucket that extends this Pelicans lead feels huge. And Shai can't respond on the mid-range.
Earlier, which we showed a few minutes ago, Cam Reddish has a lot of skill. Speaking.
Oh, no foul call. Chauncey wanted it. Gilgeous-Alexander comes back the other way and gets the dunk. The Blazers lead trimmed to
in sand. Hey, I was disappointed by some things too. Like I wanted
types of actions, something the Blazers desperately want. And we heard Joe Cronin talk about today. And Lamar, I think
footing firm. It's not like he can't dunk that. See, this is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He 2.5, 3 minutes so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim. He's fouled, and count that one.
And all the different animals they can take a picture next to. Oh, quick two.
Fouls in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander goes right to the rim. No good. Great defense by Jeremy. Hits the deck one more time. Now Gilgeous-Alexander gets the finger roll on the other end. He's got 20. Thunder will take it back.
You can see that last time the defense made the adjustment, they laid back with the big and opened us.
At the elbow, Gilgeous-Alexander slips through, lays it in. His first three of the half. Gilgeous-Alexander drives to the rim, switches to the left, and banks it in.
And then that gives Dort some time to catch back up.
Here's the fadeaway from Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Wigan have to play. What a move by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Joe's out of the game. The other shooters, Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's the Thunder's all-star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just continues to get better.
Davis finishes it.
Inside, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander elevates for the jam. Gilgeous-Alexander with the left hand lays it in.
Well, he's first.
He draws the Gilgeous-Alexander call right here. Gilgeous-Alexander gets a friendly bounce.
Baseline drive.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander pulls the cord, knocks down
anyone up. Doesn't matter. The Thunder bring an extra defender over to the strong side.
Brooks. Gilgeous-Alexander, little turnaround. Oh, spicy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to 2 minutes. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Hachimura there defending.
Just the first one, and they don't want to foul him.
Yeah, well.
And Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get himself some space and knocks it down. Gilgeous-Alexander stops on a dime short. Thunder lighting it up from three-point range. And Gilgeous-Alexander, that's the other part of it. Gilgeous-Alexander to start of the third quarter. I'm going to go get 8 in this quarter. Maybe do it. To Golden State. Lakers have had 2 days off after a disappointing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with Brown on him. Little step back. Gilgeous-Alexander, no. James with a read.
This team in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'm with you. Yeah, we've had him a couple of times now.
1 week ago.
Right out to that early first quarter lead as Shai puts his head down and blows it. Snaps it away with that quick right hand. Shai spins, shoots right over the top of clock. A lot of jump shots.
It's a big part of those 64 points off the bench. Jay will video about that.
Learned a little something.
Oh yeah, I'm learning all the time.
And Shai, and it leads to that transition deuce off of a make. Shai bounces off a pull. He's got himself another deuce from the baseline. The seams of the defense. DiVincenzo trying to get Shai off his spot. Cannot, as SGA's got 8. He's kept Golden State in it. As SGA has been pumping in offenses.
Take that extra pass.
Thompson just trying to stay attached to SGA. Has just been deadly from the outside. He had 28 when these two teams met a week ago. Shai's shot was keeping it from going out of bounds. Shai, defended by his fellow countrymen. You're always putting Paris on the spot these days. Well, poor Paris over there.
Because you'll be looking at my notes. Only one scoring for the Warriors.
Backdoor cut, trying to get Shai going, and it's beautifully to contain his hot shooting. SGA, series of moves, and Wiggins.
Defense is starting to get some stops here.
Shai bounces off of Wiggins. Ended up in the hospital. We're back on the floor, and Shai gets that one to go. It's the last 3 games with the calf injury. Shai goes right at the rookie and just mows him over.
Let's go with the bucket.
And now he creates this steal with the long arms and then spins it home. That he is just so physical and smart in his ability to get to his spot, just like he did right there as he pulls SGA. Boy, look at him just break down the defense as he chisels his way to...
Partner, as you pointed out, Thunder will gladly take that.
Oh, Shai, he's busting everything. The ability to get inside and get to the free throw line. Shai, once again, just using his muscle and his physicality. A little carried away. A little carry on.
And certainly that information came through, folks, and it was quite an excitement.
Boy, he has played a physical brand of basketball, once again leaning into the layup. And Shai going to work. Mark, quarter number 2. Shai, the big first quarter. Looked like that one got
about that. They got a 23-12 advantage on the glass.
Keeping that shot clock at least somewhat. Now he stops on a dive. Jabari Smith never stood a chance.
Inept at getting those 3-point shots. They were 5 of 9 from downtown. That's really impressive considering how that was such a factor. The Thunder that's firing on all pistons as the Thunder are. Look at half of basketball. There's another easy basketball. The 38-point first quarter.
Oh, look at Shai just dancing and then shooting right over the top of the rim. The Knicks slow him down. Oh, what a hesitation. Shai hung in the air.
He's making an impact for the Rockets right now.
He's trying to defend Shai in isolation.
That's just 8 points. Put that in perspective. The Thunder have 20 points.
The Thunder have just played brilliantly on the night. A rare miss for Shai.
Eric Gordon to make those plays. You trust him with the basketball in his hand.
And an easy one there for
I just hope that these guys don't get caught off guard because sometimes it's an ugly, tough part of basketball. I don't want to say that. I think incredible. I mean, that pass, and it was under control. He wasn't guessing, and you see.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jason Nick's got his hand so crazy. They're long and they're athletic. The one thing about the NBA is it's a game of matchups. You see JT over there taking.
Gilgeous-Alexander through the lane. Knicks tied him up. Gilgeous-Alexander is 7 minutes. Gilgeous-Alexander again a change of direction, had it deflected, gets it back. That finishing at the rim. He's got a dozen. Eurostep Gilgeous-Alexander no. Didn't try Williams no.
Like what Eric Gordon did. You don't want to go racing out to get it. You don't have to. Oh, he had a 3 earlier. Wow.
Deflected away from
Jabari Smith Jr.
Gordon gambled on the steal, and then Gilgeous-Alexander switched to the left hand, but he missed it.
Oh, wow. That's tough.
Alexander. Yeah, if Mark Daigneault gets this group into the playoffs, first round, that's how tight the standings are.
You're right about that.
And one, Gilgeous-Alexander heating up to crossover, the drive, really looking to get in. Wow. And then it blocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander on the move, got it stuffed again. On the move, got it stuffed again. Gets it back, had it knocked away, stays with it.
He's going to have to be decent on defense, but they got to score that point.
Nope. Rebound man to the charge. You do it the way JT did it. You got to punish those guys. Or you just rip away a piece of his jersey. Relative by his standards again as of late, quiet night, still a double-double, 10 and 10. Gilgeous-Alexander, no. Follow a 10.
Not like Eric. That is rare.
Into the paint, gets turned back, step back, no, bounced off.
Curry defending Shai, giving up a lot of size. Shai will shoot right over the top, just like he has done.
To be able to get production like that from their defense.
Goes right into OKC on the defensive end. SGA's pull-up mid-range. They've got 3 here in the first. SGA got blocked. Retain possession. Shot clock though under 5. Shai looking for a little space. And it's deep. Curry is not afraid to give it up. Shai on the baseline with that mid-range shot. Just had to see that matchup with Dort on Curry. SGA right at the nail. Had another open look. And so a big first quarter for him. He's got 10. Shai trying to respond on the drive. Can't do it. Threes in the first quarter. Shai with time. Got across the timeline. Veers in. Left-handed layup. Beats the clock. With bushes. Got to watch out from behind. Kept possession. And he leans into that one. Shai stops on a dime. He'll fade. And there's another deuce for SGA.
Just a small sample size of what you're seeing tonight.
Boy, that is tough. Tough sledding for Shai. Bouncing off of Wiggins again for the baseline. That time he got it to go. One extra pass to an open shooter. Shai, same spot. Not that time.
It's again.
Nice flash, SGA. A little ball fake.
Boy, you continue to build on that.
And Shai's going to get the extra bounce. Misses for the Warriors. Shai getting to his spot. Boy, that has just not been screened. And the step back, which is what makes him so lethal. Shai is going to get the high.
Out attack right now. Just kind of slowing the game down a little bit here. Put a kick out to Curry for a 3.
SGA bounced off a Lamb. Shai once again on Kuminga and then banks it home. Going to right match here. Shai drives. Looney blocks the clean block.
Well, J-Dub did what he needed to do.
And Shai goes right around Wiggins and puts it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander puts it on the floor to the basket. That got erased. Okoro from behind. Puts it on the floor to the basket. That got erased. Okoro from behind as Gilgeous-Alexander got it back. He lays it up and pocket turnovers. Set a franchise record for points off turnovers with 40 as Gilgeous-Alexander scoops.
You don't want to give them encouragement.
Thunder play at one of the 5 fastest paces in the NBA as Garrett
to handle when he's coming at you full speed.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't. Against back to Gilgeous-Alexander as we approach the midway point of the opening quarter. Step back over Wade. That's true. As of Bucknell, all-time leading scorer in Bucknell history. Gilgeous-Alexander beats the shot. The games in which he's played is getting to the basket. That's blocked by Okoro, but it comes to Gilgeous-Alexander who blew the bunny. Loose pull back to Joe. Now Gilgeous-Alexander late in the shot clock. Fires.
Back to the center, and Wade is right there with the 3-point play.
Gilgeous-Alexander looked like he pushed off. A corner works through a Muscala screen in toward Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and scores. He now has 20. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Works on Okoro. Gets to the foul line down the lane, puts it up. Can't get the roll.
Nice footwork to be able to stay on the ground and lay it in and shoot it in.
LeVert finds his first bucket of the evening. 2 points for LeVert. He has 9 assists, however, as Mo go here in this third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander in toward Okoro, takes a 15-footer and steers
up the game for Minnie Wilkins, man. He saved me because with all my injuries, I needed to have knowledge. And yeah, he said, well, you got to play tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander missed the 9 of 18 from the field. He works on Garland. Gets his way to the foul line. Okoro. Twist, fires a mid-range jumper. Okoro right. Stevens guards Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries to get loose, steps back and scores. Boy, he has that.
And the Hawks really suffered when he missed a bunch of time with a calf injury. Shai takes a little contact on Clint Capella. Hawks went to the well again. Shai over Bogdanovich. He's going to stay in the game. That was across the timeline. Shai, quick offense, baseline shot, rattles home. Here's Giddey again as they put him in the post. Oh, Shai had the seal on DeJounte Murray, who bottoms the three. So we should mention that Ousmane Dieng playing for the first time with the Thunder.
Right at 2 minutes remaining.
Trying to say just because they came back to sea level. Oh, what a spin move, SGA.
Use it a lot in the closing seconds.
Shai on Holiday. Got it in deep. No.
Just moved him away from underneath the basket.
Shai, what a move, slithering his way.
55%.
Shai once again sees a crease right at DeJounte Murray. Shai once again wants the screen from Muscala. Attacks, and he's going to get himself another and three from DeJounte Murray, who had a rough first half defensively on Shai. Doesn't want to pick up another foul as Shai. Dort on the backside of the play. SGA puts his head down and then powers it down. All of it coming on 2-point shots as Shai sidesteps Capella, switches hands midair.
Still, just to know you can close out on a guy sometimes affects his shot.
Well, Shai's been going right at the cup. In the game here with 3 minutes to go in the third. Shai redirects himself. Looks like he got thrown off. As Shai matched up on the big man in Okongwu. Leans in, didn't get the...
Late in the game, Thunder will gladly take that.
Well, the Hawks keep the... Baisley skies up, ball tapped out to Shai. He'll pull up and score the deuce. To come back here at home against the Atlanta Hawks. Shai fading on the baseline, and it was across midcourt. Thunder have an opportunity to tie. He'll go for the two. DeJounte Murray blocked it. 7 opportunity to tie. He'll go for the two. DeJounte Murray blocked it. 7 seconds. Shai layup attempt.
Quickly. That all comes off of defensive rotations.
Shai step back shot, and who's done so much rebounding in your lifetime. You should know that. I'm sure you've got a couple on your backside.
On a Friday night, busting up that zone with that guy that got to the middle, mainly Kenrich Williams. I mean, for that's he's the youngest, second youngest to LeBron James. That's going to be an and one as Shai got hacked.
Shot clock coming up on 5. He wants the step back jumper. Joe comes in to go. Shai, the sidestep was off balance, tried to get it up with the left hand in. And Shai leans in, contact, plays through it, banks it home. That was incredible defense from Bays. Shai, oh, how about the lean in, just to create a little bit of... Shai steps back, how about SGA?
Good job on that glass. We talked about that battling on the glass. And that's a tough shot, and he got the company. And that's Gordon.
Shai once again slices right to the cup. Excellent. Denver has not led in this game. Shai trying to retake the lead, cannot on the free throw line and finishing shots.
Yeah, Murray's one of those guys that likes to do that.
Sustained momentum for either team. Shai wiggles right to the cup. Count that one.
Just in this quarter alone in terms of free throw attempts.
Shai once again. Comes Shai with time across the timeline. Attacks Brown. He reaches in. Shai in and out. Skill there. Gordon. Then on him. Shai. What a shot. Got it up on Shai. Double team lurking. Shai stops, pulls up. Has to get it in. Shai flashes, catches. Gordon on a little flyby, and Shai banks it home.
Though of using his length on him, because Dort certainly has the size advantage in terms of strength and width.
Great.
In the top 10. Kings come in at 6 today. They're usually in the top 5, and OKC is second. And you see
Shai, oh, a little push off, no call. Wow. Shai in the paint, mid-range brick. Shai Gilgeous, nice defense there from Chemezi. Davion trying to stay with Shai, puts on the brakes. Nice shot clock down to 5. Alexander, ooh, rattles home a deep 2.
But we're a terrible three-point shooting team, and sometimes you got to shoot them so that you can get.
HB on the defense. Shai getting to a spot, rattles one home.
You don't necessarily have an advantage when you blow by them.
Shai Gilgeous, well.
Back in their favor, and Harrison Barnes, who's shooting the 3 so well as of late, knocks it down.
Little stutter step drive spin for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's heating up back to defense. These two guys go against each other each summer in Lexington Conference. He should garner some MVP votes. I know he won't get it.
Or not, it was certainly sold, and it was a foul.
Oh, Shai player voting and 25% media voting. As Shai, oh my gosh. Shai on the backdoor cut. Shai trying to go one-on-one over De'Aaron Fox. And that's at Fox, 4th team foul. As Shai and the Kings fall asleep here on the end. Rebound, Shai with the steal in transition. Don't want to foul here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
5. So even with Turner, who is a traditional 5, as Shai on the spin, pulls up, got it right over net. Lou Dort. Now Shai has the step drives inside, and Indiana just cannot slow him down. A-Dub, Dort the only layover. Shai leans in. Get off the
hits the back of the rim, goes straight down.
Now Shai quickly into the offense.
Chess right now trying to get the right combination going for their clubs.
Oh, Miles Turner came over again.
Transition here.
Shai got the block on the other end. What's he look to do? Pulls up mid-range, and it's
Clayton.
Shai, little ball fake. That was able to shed. Turner, he couldn't block.
Athletic can beat you off the dribble.
Shai using the contact. Amber inside.
How did he come up with it?
And then he does it right back to Shai. Slash. Dort had a notion. Trying to shed Neesmith. Oh boy, Shai camped out, and he just pulled the string. So Indiana trying to take away those driving lanes of Shai, so he flashes in the paint, and that is a blur. So quick. And Shai. Oh, another block. And Shai. Oh, another block, and that's going to be a goal 10 on Jackson.
Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander. He works at his own pace, challenging Claxton. Missed it. The assignment, Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves at his disposal. The fadeaway is short. Long rebound shooting the other night. They had lost 6 in a row on the road until their last 2. The bank shot goes.
You want to avoid giving offensive rebound. If you do these things, there's a formula to beat this team.
Shai Gilgeous. Here's Dort. Makes his move on Claxton. Shovels. Gilgeous-Alexander hangs and hits by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to shake off O'Neal. Missed it.
One in, and then you give up a layup and just a slow transition situation.
And a beautiful assist from the 5 on the floor. Williams spin. Cutter. Gilgeous-Alexander. Great length shot off in the half court. Gilgeous-Alexander drags the defender and scores from the outside. Thunder can crack 100 here with Gilgeous-Alexander on the fade. Short, poked. Nets are down by 8. Again, early. Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by
Joe Harris missing open shots, and Lou Dort is 4 for 6.
Taking their time, 10 to shoot. SGA, step back. That's tough. Really tough.
Yes.
He's matched up with Shai. Tough fading jumper for, I agree with you. Here is Gilgeous-Alexander with a very tough drive. Cut by Shai Gilgeous, and off target. Grabbed by Williams.
He came from the baseline.
And here he is matched up with Vucevic. So I saw Derek Jones 7 baskets.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice defensive effort, though, to knock that free. Derek Jones on the move within 5. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound Caruso, shot clock. SGA to blow by in the jam.
Yeah, Ooh.
Nice crossover by SGA to the rim, challenging Vucevic. Shot fake, steps in, jumper. That shot fake is really smooth for Shai. Right on cue, right on cue.
They hurt me.
Oh, they hurt you. There is Gilgeous-Alexander, no. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scooped it and missed everything. Muscala in now.
You gotta bring some size in.
To battle Vucevic. Blocked by Jones.
Good defense.
Now
Tommy Edwards, man, he's done a good job.
Fabulous job. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in the game and back in the...
Not gonna reward that.
SGA, baseline. Joel got a piece of that one. Joel staying in. SGA, a little shoulder to create space with time ends.
how quick he is.
And blowing past the Sixers, the finger roll. Are Joel Embiid in the All-Star voting today. So Sixers fans.
It's a word.
Shai has 9. Embiid hard with 8.
Good time.
2 minutes left in the third.
SGA going to his left. That was a tough shot.
Was on the floor. He can locate the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander, way short. Good Tucker. Williams intercepted it.
Goodness, one extra. I think there was one extra.
Band.
JoJo coming back slowly.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the window for 2. Knocked off Dallas and Luka on Sunday. Beat Washington on Friday. So this young team, Alexander.
Got to stop the ball here.
Goes behind the back. Oh my goodness! What a block!
And sometimes games like this happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander up and in.
Thunder wave, but it's because of their making.
Gilgeous-Alexander blocked by Melton at the cup. Hands on the rebound and had it poked away. Gilgeous-Alexander, the pull up. And he gets the more. They put up a $150. They put up 150 on the Boston Celtics earlier this month. SGA.
7th year stand at 18 and 22. They've been good at home. They're well, players in constant motion. This is their star right here. That one is denied.
Good on the SVG POV cartoon. Right. They should be able to make me sound good by giving me a...
Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get to the basket, pulls up once again. So that seems to be...
back and creates a 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in, and there, we're back at it. Celtics and Nets. Stan and I are out in LA for the Mavericks and the Lakers. So they've been down double digits, and they're down 10 here. Alexander pulls the string, in and out it goes.
And yet Oklahoma City just keeps fouling.
And they're perfect as Gilgeous-Alexander.
3-point shooting, but attacking the inside and the interior of OKC.
Well, and that's something
their players take.
Especially that one. He paid for that one. That was a full-speed hit from a big stretch.
Shot clock down to 6. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Oladipo's right with him. Oh, a tough shot here. Been playing from behind most of this game. Gilgeous-Alexander, smooth operator, able to knock Gilgeous-Alexander back on the floor, maybe a little earlier than Daniel wanted to, and that's denied. Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Out on the break. Oh, denied by Butler. And
just a rookie, folks.
Shai, that's his first shot of the game, right at the free throw line.
Also elevates the whole team, guys.
All right, Paris, thank you so much. There's a little show from Shai.
Just get those misses, get those steals, and get out of transition. Not allow the Mavericks to set up their defense.
Wanted to give it back to Muscala. A little mismatch. Shai trying to create right down the middle. Little scoop layup, and he got it to Shai backing down Hardaway Jr. Tough fadeaway from the baseline. Top center. Final home game before the Thunder going to head on the road. And Shai gets right to Thunder, NBA.com. Well, Shai tried to make the whistle.
On the arm by Willow.
Good job. Rebounding it.
Able to play as a ball handler, facilitator, and the connection between the Thunder and the Blue, super strong.
Is doing all right back there?
Yeah.
I'll take a coffee, Mike, if you got it.
You got to come. Oh, he's made that shot throughout his career.
Shai turns on the Jets and gets right to the cup. We're trying to fight their way back in this game. Shai trying to prevent that and does. And we'll let Shai operate. Goes right by Hardaway Jr. off balance, somehow flung it up. And Bullock pressuring him outside. Shai gets to his spot, leans in for it, and he's going to get the back.
Below the 3-point line on that possession.
And Shai once again fighting. Shai was taking the right read, too. Now he steps into the mid-range. SGA. Shot clock under 5. Here is SGA going to work on Morris. Point. Porzingis came over and ripped. Shai was giving him a little 90s forearm. Another block from SGA, this time on a Hachimura. Sidestep to the cup, and he'll finish it off on the other end.
In turnover situations and get in transition.
We've chronicled all season long. Shai, the lollipop layup for Washington.
He's already got a block.
Shai going to have an open lane for the rim rocket.
And, they still were able to get going the way they wanted to.
Double team. Shai's going to go right around Gafford. Nobody to slow him down. Leaned into that scoop around. Now he beelines it to the cup. Goodwin couldn't slow him down, but Shai missed the shot. That was an impossible shot for Kuzma. That's been a common theme. Shai's going to go right by the defense. Thunder just had their way in the first half. Shai, oh, he sticks to mid-range. What a shot.
Knows how to use that height to his advantage.
Shai once again put his head down, trying to get physical.
You're going to start a riot in the gym. Yeah, we're all going to look at you now. That's a great pass. Over the top, that 20-point mark.
Thunder shot it so well. Now Shai goes inside. Just really had to work for both of them. Oh, and Shai slipped right by Avdia. Hachimura's got 7. Shai once again slams on the brakes and fades. Was able to pass out of it. Now got it right back from Isaiah Joe. Little floater. Hold the string up.
It's the second time they're trying to double team Shai.
That's all they can do is Shai spun it off the rim.
5 minutes.
Oh, beautiful give and go. Giddey gave it right back where it came. Would have been a 24-second violation, but it's advantage. Here is Shai, long strides right to the cup, banks it home.
Really feeds into their pace. We've got to be solid with the basketball.
Clever ships the rookie out of Santa Clara, bringing it up the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the jump-hander, picked up by Wendell. Driving shot, swatted away by Fultz.
To allow them to get going off of those live ball turnovers, it's a long night.
17. Mike Muscala has checked in for the first time. Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket and a foul. Now he's matched up against Gilgeous-Alexander. Swatted away by Carter. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing it in, and he is rejected by Carter. Here he comes again. Orlando closes the door on him. 15-footer is good.
Paolo,
yeah, obviously. Short on the jump. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fadeaway jumper. Again, that is a shot that 87-68. Pull-up jumper, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hampton is on Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot and puts another one in. Alexander backs it out. He's got Bamba on an island. Pump fakes. Missed the shot. Good challenge by Mo. Hampton, the defender. Turnaround fadeaway jumper. A rainmaker by Shai.
They're making a big play.
Gilgeous-Alexander missed one at... Gilgeous-Alexander missed one at point blank. Bancaro
will kick it out to Giddey. He's caught in the corner, double team, slips it right back to Shai, beats the shot clock. What a miss. The Clippers. Shai putting his head down, gets to the cup, slices throw. He's gonna.
All right, it's my time.
Shai getting downhill, goes up right over House. Gonna work again on House. Kept his pivot foot down, trying to follow the miss. Gonna give him a little bit of space. Gonna want to spread it out. Here's SGA, goes right by him, got to the cup, no good. Kenrich trying to follow. 42 points. 2 on the shot clock. Shai, oh, he got 5 on the deck, and have we had a travel yet tonight? I don't think so. We're gonna get an and one. Is SGA.
Young team, that's hard to do.
And the Thunder playing their best stretch of the game so far, cutting down. Shai got by Melton, and Embiid recovered for the block. That move with Jay Will on his back. Shai once again puts his head down, and Embiid again with the recovery for the block. 7 games of his career, and then he was a starter for the remainder of his rookie season. As that scoop layup's going to go over and get that rebound. Very slowly trying to move back in it here. Joe
almost had it on the first one.
And man, got to the cup, just couldn't spin it home. Oh, and the Hornets, Michael, love to get out in the open floor, particularly led by Oubre. Had the layup attempt, just overcooked it, never hit the rim. Shai went for the scoop underneath on the base. One of Charlotte's 3 20-point-per-game scores. SGA put his head down, went right at Plumlee, and Plumlee claimed. And so that's why Jay Will's also getting the start. There's a turnover. It's the run out to SGA, and he got by everybody. Muscala couldn't believe that it was Aleksej Pokusevski's 21st birthday. 18 left to go here, first quarter. Shai goes to work yet again. What a burst, what a finish inside. A couple of minutes of this first quarter is going below the free throw line. But Shai wasn't stopped, he just missed the draft. Shai right at Rozier. That's going to bank home, plus the foul. Still just a three-point game as halftime around the corner. Shai once again. Smooth move. The ball swings over to SGA. A little drive on Hayward, no good. Ball popped up and right by so many injuries. It's really limited his ability as SGA, boy, just so they will.
These rebounds are putting the Thunder in transition. And how about that? That's going to be solid.
Goal attempts, usually much higher number for him as Shai patiently waiting for things to open up. Out of those interior baskets. Shai going to work, put his head down, not going to get the bounce, but the follow. Shai going to work, put his head down, not going to get the bounce, but the follow is. And it's
Hornets all night, 7 of 29 from downtown.
Shai, first shot since coming off the bench. Got it. He made it look easy. Shai spinning right at Bromley. Not a 24, most in the NBA. Shai has that one rolled. Underneath some points. Shai spins. The fadeaway is short. A miss. They get the steal. Shai goes behind his back. Bounces off. Went for the scoop. Ball pops up. Out of.
Shai isolated on the baseline. Pump fake. Step through. Finger rolling in. Shai operating at the elbow. Stops, pops, and hits. Shai stops at the elbow. Pulls up in the middle of the floor. Hits again in that mid-range. Mike active on the glass. He kicks out to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai stops. That mid-range jumper just. Shai now on the right side. That fadeaway jumper no good. A better start defensively for OKC than the last time these teams met. But plenty.
Did what they thought was best for him too, being a part of the organization as Shai.
Shai attacks, stops at the elbow, hits for the Spurs. Shai gets to his spot, fades away, but
here's on his shot.
Shai slices to the bucket, lefty finish at the.
This has been terrific, and Intel is still coming in on him because he's still in the infancy stages. Down timely shots for the Spurs.
Shai gets to his spot. Shai attacks, gets all the way to the bucket, misses, but Wiggins puts it back this season. But it's not been with wild aggression. It's just been by being in their spots. And Shai,
he's going to be looking to do a lot of the scoring load. SGA slicing his entire career. Spent most of his career in Portland before coming over to New Orleans times.
Shai catches, flashes, and is going to get that.
In New Orleans, there's a Samsonite.
Pick up an extra bag. Now Shai going to work on Murphy. Oh, he slips underneath. Just
against the Trailblazers.
Excellent point. The scoring obviously incredibly loud, but Mark Daigneault. Shai just below the free throw line. Shai, the speed. Saw the defense coming up and pulls up for the shot.
Not being wider up top than your shoulders.
Much as Shai bisects the lane and then to the homestand.
And well, you've only played what, 33 games so far?
The Pelicans have come out with energy. Shai back the other way. Door of SGA missing 2 free throws. Now he comes right back, spins away. Muscala pops out to Muscala. Shai will drive and score despite all the
normally make in that first half, and that's affected their energy on the defensive end, which can't really happen. So
oh, what a pass. What a dish. Beautifully conceived.
Hernan Gomez or Valanciunas to come away from that basket.
Oh, Shai, that's a teardrop. Leslie decides to pull it back out. See Murphy trying to defend him. Shai stops. As Shai once again going to work. Stops, pops. And short on his left.
Pass to help out.
Big front line, small backcourt. Oh, Shai negotiating in. Shai going to work on McCollum. And McCollum got the clean rake initially. Hayes, what does he decide to do? Stops, pulls up, pure shot, no good.
Pelicans here.
Second time they've been able to sniff that play out. Shai once again stops on a dive. This is a possession. Shai around McCollum, pulls up, shot away. That one rolls off. Hey, going to work on Jones. Kept his pivot foot down, and Jones got the best of him with a block. Now push out the lead to 4. Shai, head down. Oh, he's going to get the roll.
You know, such a smart player. Got great hands. Nice cut by Shai and a nice pass by Giddey. Numbers are tops in every category in the league.
Boy, Jeremy Grant played tough defense on him. Shai goes left. Kept it himself. What a ball fake. Right to the rack.
That's an even better example, Parker. About Shai.
Get to his spot on the baseline as he became the Portland Trailblazers' all-time leading scorer. Shai maneuvers infants. Shai, mid-post shot on the way, used a little arc on it. To tap it back out to him, but it went right in the arms of Shai, who is collapsed on. Shai veers in. Got Grant on his hip, somehow flicked it up with the left hand. Portland led it to half. Shai with a jab step, creates some space. Eubank, Portland on the miss. And the Thunder with an opportunity again to take the lead. SGA popped it up. Wonderfully. Shoots the ball with a lot of confidence. Shai, off balance.
So far in his third quarter.
Oh, easy cross up for Shai, but Eubanks. The denial all the way full court. Shai behind his back. Can he get the shot off? He does get the shot off. But 5 to work with. Shai again. This time Watford came over. How about Kenrich Williams? Simon's back in with those 5 fouls. Shai spins, hangs. Couldn't get it to go in. Thunder need to tap into some offense. So a little sidestep. SGA gives him that quick.
You know, that's his game. Just playing in transition, using his athleticism to get to the basket. You know, talk about
their whistles. So on Saturday with Morant getting ejected, there is SGA maneuvering to be
a world champion.
17 years in the NBA. Booker will take it up the floor. Shai dismisses hard, trying to lean in, stretch it out, and the Byers there.
That's a dimension he's added to his game that really makes him very difficult to defend.
Shai, hard giving him a little bit of space, look for the steal, didn't get it. Shai, not going to get it.
Well, just continue to move the ball around him when his shots are going to fall. So Thunder
once again is really trying to push the pace. SGA spins on Simons and then guides it.
To the principal's office.
The baseline is the officials just do not want you talking to them after not getting a call.
Room for that ball to be batted back in.
Shai puts the brakes on. No on the
You're stuck with the franchise, and they have certainly stuck with him. It's been a great relationship.
Was not expecting that. Shai the other way, off balance. Bokushevsky. Now he spins away. Such a quick move. Got up to the rim. Puts it in, plus the foul. Rui, the Thunder want to run. Shai waiting for teammates. Pulls up and pinball. Get your NBA ID so that you can vote on the NBA website and on the NBA app. As Shai starting to heat up. Shai veers back in. And there's another jam. Shai trying to back down Simons, fading away, and that is smooth. Patient, and it allows the Thunder to get out on the run. Here is SGA, right to the couple, and he overcomes.
Got the miss from Grant.
Just another great game. Trying to fend off Hart. He's a good defensive player. Hart hits the deck. Shai steps down by just a point. Can regain the lead. Shai bounces off of Lillard. Elbow jumper is good. Joe gives it right back to him. Now 5 on the timer. Shai's been wearing that spot out all night. Continues to wear it out. Shai gets it. Spins away. Baseline shot. Shai puts it in.
And you haven't even hit Christmas against the same team.
Well, it's just so interesting. That's last touch by Minnesota, the loss. Only loss that Minnesota had after leading going into the 4th quarter. There is Shai.
I say Rudy Gobert, he's not in uniform tonight.
Exactly. Neither is D'Angelo Russell. Shai gets blocked at the scores table. Shai puts his head down, then puts the brakes on, pulls up, and gets... As Shai puts his head down on McDaniels, and then shows the touch again.
You're approaching the 2-minute mark before halftime.
But obviously, Michael, the turnover's a little bit of a problem for OKC in the first half. Shai aggressive, gonna go right to the line, surveying his options. Now Shai off balance, oh, he banked it in. 8 for 13 prior to that miss. Shai right through the teeth of the Minnesota defense. OKC has been on the season Shai left wide open. Minnesota just completely falls asleep.
He's made the most of them, continued to grow and excel in the off-season work that he's done, and made the most of the chance.
Come in for Mark Daigneault. Two-way players. Shai got around one, holds up short of the rim. Looking to capitalize off that. Shai. Omarui inside with the corner.
Good job of chasing Brian Forbes off that line. Not allowing him to get
turned to cough it up. Here is Shai around Anderson, puts the shot in, and we are tied at 88.
Good stops defensively, back-to-back stops here in closing time. See if the Thunder can take advantage of that. Oh, they can take the lead here.
Shai stops, but it was blocked from behind by Noel. Rivers up on him. Shai spins away, kept his pivot foot down, and he got blocked by Edwards this time from. Now Shai wants to attack Tyler Hero. Pulls up right around the free throw line at over 21 points per game. Shai again on Tyler Hero and puts it up and in. And ball, you see the matchup I got right now? Boy, that is a blue-collar drive from Shai. Trash, because we know just how much this Thunder team wants to get inside. Shai sidestepped the deer last year for Miami, but he was hurt in the playoffs. He was a big absence as Shai bisects the lane, gets right. He is a sharpshooter from the outside. Shai pulls up, does not go in. Adebayo. Basketball. Now he's tied up. Had it dislodged momentarily from behind. Gets the steal, puts his head down, and finishes with the left hand.
To make that call for the officials.
Shai mid-range shot is good. Comes SGA. He'll pull up right at the free throw line and count it. Out of the perimeter, Shai gets it back, squares up, realizes he's got some space to shoot it. Night long from behind the arc. Shai slightly up. A prosperous quarter so far. Shai trying to make it even better. No. From Omarui. Shai spins. It's amazing. The three-point shot. You live and you die. Shai, what a shot on the baseline.
Protect that slim lead.
Slim shot clock two. SGA once again put the brakes on. Baisley can't. Nobody open. Still nobody open. Gets it to Shai. Shai baseline shot was blocked on the way up. Giddy under. Thunder still looking for the first points. Shai stops on the elbow. No good. He's taken the fewest amount of threes at any point of his career. He's
That's a tongue twister.
It got me there for a second.
Yeah, these are the
NBA's leading scorer at over 32 points per game. Shai off the miss, bisects the lane and scores. Chris Pokusevski with the rebound once again, starting the transition opportunity for OKC as SGA took that.
And this is where you can push and get some shots going to the basket.
Boy, Shai, that is a rugged drive going. SGA off to make, and he's going to power up for the layup and the foul. Produced by Doncic. He's defending Shai. Shai, the long stride, tried to scoop it in the layup on three-point shots. He's a player who's kind of on or off, as Shai speculating, complaining, whining to the officials. Shai, hard drive, and he's going to get an and.
Yeah, and that's the difference on the scoreboard as well. As the matter. And it's just a matter of rotating out of that to find those shooters.
Kind of see it click in his brain. To go up the floor quickly. Shai, quick glance over to Mark Daigneault. Pulls up just inside the free throw line and connects. Point game, Thunder can get a little closer. Shai, beeline drive right down the lane, then powers it down. Beers left with 5 on the timer. Picked up by Wood. Little jab step, creates some space. No good on the shot. Speed. Decides to pull it back out on Bullock, and Wood came to block the shot. As Mark Daigneault says. Shai around Kleba, high arcing shot, and he gets it to have dried up here in the fourth quarter for Dallas. Shai sidesteps and gets to the rack. Shai has got 2 more. 40, still a deep deficit, but Shai with a little steal. It's now a 7-point game.
In the draft last season, Gilgeous-Alexander had that all. Gilgeous-Alexander had that altered by Allen, got it back short.
Haircut.
As to the basket goes Gilgeous-Alexander. He puts it up into Isaiah Joe, the former Sixer, has checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander, a tough shot as he works. Boom, yeah! Robin Lopez has checked in as Gilgeous-Alexander muscles his way. Relays to Joe. Gets it back. He'll spin on Neto to the paint. Flick it up and in over Lopez. He's 2 of 5 here in this first half. Gilgeous-Alexander back in the ball game. Probably zigzags to the paint. Go.
Yep. Keep grinding. Keep chipping away. Chipping away.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a tough shot. Behind 4 times. Overcomes 15-point deficits as Gilgeous-Alexander has that partially onto by Levert. Lost the ball. Out it comes. Going to have to force up a shot, trying to draw a foul. And Pokashevsky now inside to Gilgeous-Alexander. Twist fades away and scores.
Shai coming out of the pack.
And this is what I'm talking about. You got these numbers here.
Oh, he tried to flick it up. Deflected. But now under 5. Shai got right around Morant. His floater is a little too strong. Offensive rebound.
They're just too big.
Shai pulls up with Roddy on him. Quick shot. Just all kinds of pressure from Brooks. Out on the perimeter, and Shai still so smooth with it. Right across the baseline, but couldn't get the reverse. So Shai drives in, little lollipop. And Mark Daigneault thought, I've got this in my game. And he's got some hops. Shai on the loose, puts it up over Brooks. Stay with SGA. SGA on the step back 3. Too strong. We're getting a loose ball.
Can't tell on that shot.
37% as Shai got in deep.
I gotta get this from my daughter. I gotta get this from my son. Okay, and I just make it happen.
You got a lot of selections. Pest on defense. Shai working for it. Puts up the shot. In and out.
And how do you do that? You swing the ball, you know, get the defense moving.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the penetration and the bucket.
Hey, you know what? That was great. Yeah, and what you want to do with him, you want to try to get him in position where he's getting easier shots where you don't have
DJ Murray.
And that's good, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you punish them.
3 minutes left to go. OKC down already, as you said, another basket by SGA.
Good ball move for OKC there. Floats it on up there. Jarrett Culver, though, I mean, coming these last 3 games, really stepped up his game, and I think his mentality.
The most of it, and they had done that, and there's Dejounte getting to the rim again.
Dejounte Murray now with 14 points.
Every night. So again, just trying to get his rhythm back. That's all that is.
And he said a little bit earlier too. A quick plug.
You gotta give family credit.
Yeah, gotta give the fan credit.
Need for me, I think for the Hawks, they got to do a better job of limiting OKC and get into the paint. Force them.
Kick it back out to SGA, driving in, lays it up. SGA puts it up, just misses.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he loves
contested down for that runner. How important is it for him to be able to have? Oh, you see a nice little move by SGA.
Trying to do a little too much.
SGA beat 3 defenders. SGA trying to make something happen for his team right now. Big O, though.
Doing that, because right now, you're under it right now.
They need stops. There's one.
Not sure if I like that shot that last time.
AJ good to coalesce this team. They're trying to figure out, can they play with 2 bigs? You got the entire league going left. Minnesota. Giddey outside to Shai. Shai somehow kept his balance going out of his quarter. Naz Reid trying to defend Shai. Used his long arms in a rare.
All night. Most of his buckets have come inside.
Oh, Shai trying to lean into the layup. Offman on him, and now it's Shai trying to post up slow-mo. And what a shot. Shai on the rookie. Bounces off him. He's surrounded by green jerseys. Couple of tight, and it's the right call based off the review. Shai sneaks in. Backdoor on the set piece. 5 games. Thunder have had a 4-game road trip, and Shai, boy, so Shai trying to go to work on Noel, and it looks like Anderson can't. Timberwolves just have not missed. Shai bisecting the lane, trying to flip it up. No. Shai bounces, back and down, floats up. Shot is good.
He just took his time.
Shai got McDaniels off of him and then pulls up. And
keep you ahead on the scoreboard.
Thunder in a great spot. Once again, it's Shai on the step-back jumper. Shai once again, little activity. Oh, such a slippery move. Studies the defense. Spinning, got to the nail at the free throw line and puts it in. Shai trying to go to work on Graham. Tough shot on the baseline. And an outstanding perimeter defensive player. See the Thunder quickly trying to initiate. Shai somehow leaned into the scoop, followed the defensive players. See the Thunder quickly trying to initiate. Shai somehow leaned into the scoop, followed the shot, and he banks it in. An Australian that played with Giddey, grew up with Giddey. As Shai's high New Orleans in the first half.
And that's right, at his season average, which is certainly going to go up as Shai hits the mid.
Surveys his options out on the perimeter. Pulls up in the mid-range. Missed it wide left. Blown right past his season average. Shai right into that Pelicans defense. Samson has Dumb and Dumber. And Shai's going to get that one knocked out of bounds. But not able to consolidate. Shai stops, pulls up so smooth. As Shai, boy, he gets to his spot so fast.
How they get the Pelicans to miss a layup.
Shai knifes in and goes high off the glass.
And it's so easy for the official to keep calling that.
Shai, oh, he got blocked by Jones.
I tell you, he read that pass perfectly.
Shai had it stripped.
Not allowing him to get that ball inside to Valanciunas.
Boy, tough shot. Shai putting his head down. We played those 2 overtime games last week. Shai works his way underneath. Tried to push shot. Left set.
Gilgeous-Alexander will fade
last night with the Rockets in a decent rhythm here.
Up to, they had a good start. They were up 9-2 last night as well.
Drive baseline drift, and it's going to be an open 3 for him next time as well as he shoots.
There goes Gilgeous-Alexander out stretching. Man thought about it. Now to Gilgeous-Alexander in on Smith. Improvisation there.
By Coach Lucas, he was on my team. He said, Coach, I don't do that defense stuff. He was young. He said, I scored.
Poked away by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll streak the other way for an easy dunk. Getting it done at both ends.
And you'll love to see anytime Jalen Green can be the playmaker.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Found a way.
Got to get it in. From the elbow.
Playing efficient basketball, not just getting shots or buckets. He's efficient.
1-on-2, the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander. He challenges Garuba with the left hand, rolls on him.
The levitating Michael Jordan comes fly with me, and the kiss off the glass.
Felt it. Those Sonics teams, man, amongst the best in league.
Dude is not a 40 years old, man, the way he plays. My dad hit me. That's when you hit 3 in a row, it's the basketball hooper's rule. You can take any shot you want.
How about that, man? Back to Gilgeous-Alexander, doesn't take the 3. Oh, puts on the brakes.
Yeah, it's an off arm now.
Picked up by Man. Thunder, they have numbers. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a physicality to finish. And, oh, goodness.
Look at that pirouette and score another 30-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander with the step, the gallop, and the score.
Shai trying to go to work on Dosunmu. Spins. Nice finish. Shai on Williams. Pulls up. Tough shot on that second chance. He got it in too deep. Shai, little jab step. Creating a little space. Caruso, excellent on-ball defender. Same spot, different result that time, and gonna chase Man. Shai bounces right off of Caruso, but in this first quarter, Chicago came out firing. Shai, oh, what a move. Shai with Caruso waiting. He'll make his move, leans into it, has to put it up, does so, beats the buzzer. It's one of those where the Thunder defense is not dug in as Shai hangs in the air. Vucevic. Entertaining first half. Shai on Caruso. Kind of forced it up. In the moment. That's the way it should be. Okay. SGA down the lane and Jay. SGA pulls up mid-range. In and out. Going to work on Caruso. Keeps his head up. Backs him down. Carves out space. No. And Vucevic. 5 3-point game. Shai takes a bump from White, spins into the shot. To add to the 6-point lead. Shai zigzagging, little scoop action. What a move. Time games just 1-6. Shai knew it was going to be short, called it out. Shai does not use the screen. Instead, rises up for the mid-range shot. Got it up over the outside. Caruso. Shai's going to drive. The floater, trying to beat the buzzer, and he missed. He had a wide open look. Shai swatted away by Caruso.
I'm looking out for you, Mike. I got you.
Oh, nice move. That'll be a goaltend. Easy.
You got to just keep piling up these possessions. They know there's no home runs. Just got to hit singles. Just like very beneficial.
Dort drives, kicks, SGA. Boy, a rare miss, so close. See that defense shading over to Isaiah Joe. So SGA pulls up just below the free throw. Flow of the offense. He's been very good and very selective. Shai hung in the air long enough.
Look at the pace and tempo the Thunder's playing with here. Gordon, very reminiscent of the change of direction he had on that block of Ja Morant on the game that he got hurt.
Really impressive stuff. Doing it again. Shai stops, pops, pulls up. Oh, so good. Thunder outscored the Nuggets by 17. Shai dismisses Davon Reed. Puts
in the NBA, but they can really smell the momentum.
Shai getting to his spot yet again. Interesting when Denver puts Gordon on SGA, trying to counter lane, will reset the offense. Going to work on Gordon. Spins, fades, tough shot, back iron, no good.
Preseason, these squads have seen each other.
Shai to the rim and contorting his body for the left.
Games like you're talking about, Chris.
Gordon's been a three-point shooter than he is a free throw shooter with some offensive execution. Shai spins, fades, came down.
Good gang rebounding there. All box outs recovered.
Shai trying to give it.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets past Barrett. Layup, missed it. Barrett tips it up. Gilgeous-Alexander, his jump shot off the mark. Randall the rebound. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander backs in, 6 on the shot clock. Leans in, left-handed shot. What a beauty.
He got a little more air under that ball and nailed it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, count it, and one. Boy, basically looked like he grew about 4 inches since last year. Gilgeous-Alexander, a little fake.
Tight over Shai.
Gilgeous-Alexander out of control. Good help defense there.
OKC has no answer for Julius today.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Pull up missed. Good excellent. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to post up Grimes. Well defended by Grimes. Ball to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson picks him up. Another contested shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't sneak it in. Hartenstein the rebound. Quick out.
Flamethrower, Mike. We got a flamethrower on our hands here in OKC. Jalen Brunson in the third.
Gilgeous-Alexander chased off the 3. Drives, kicks it back out. Gilgeous-Alexander drives. Mid-range shot off the mark. Randall, 11. Here in the third, Gilgeous-Alexander, the change of direction. Blocked by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander again, that change of pace. Blocked by Hartenstein. He does it again. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice sidestep, left-handed layup. Shooting recently, both having good games, Barrett and Quickly. Gilgeous-Alexander stops on a dime.
That little turbo that he hits.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander missed it. Alexander racing down the floor. Sims right there. A couple of head fakes, turns, shoots, and scores. Scala. Gilgeous-Alexander drives inside, lays it up and in. 1 for Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander shot, missed it.
Gilgeous-Alexander in the lane. Rim didn't want it. Gilgeous-Alexander drives. Jaren. Not sure if he got a piece of it, but he certainly.
And Desmond Bane had this season been doing a good job of finishing games.
Gilgeous-Alexander rings the bell. Gilgeous-Alexander crossing over, elevating. Team, 2.5 remaining first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander short, rebound run.
Their 3-point defense partners got to pick up.
Gilgeous-Alexander And Ja got a piece.
They're very comfortable with those corner threes.
Gilgeous-Alexander takes flight and misses the chips. Gilgeous-Alexander got the reverse to go. Oh, no. Unfortunate bounce for the Grizzlies. Gilgeous-Alexander can't pay it off. Loose ball. Bounce shy of Gilgeous-Alexander. A step-back gun that goes. Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the pull-up. Morant board.
He is playing on a nightly basis a bit.
Jalen Williams turns the corner. Nice drop-off to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Santi's third triple. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drives. Nope, but it's followed in.
I think the recipe is more threes versus turnovers for the Wizards. When they make more threes and have less turnovers with shooting rhythm.
Porzingis with 7 points, Beal with 5, Morris with 3. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
7 right now for the Wizards, up 19-12.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander again. He misses that lay-in. Yeah, he's got Porzingis on him. 7 on the clock. And Porzingis blocks it.
Beal cutting, allowing the defense to get sucked in while Denny Abia was left open.
SGA
feeling the willingness to pass the ball. It's beautiful.
Creative move by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Polish hammer.
Marcin Gortat is back. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 2 for safety.
Involved himself with Giannis and Zion. I mean, those are the other 2 guys that can finish.
61-59 Washington. 2:30 remaining here in the second quarter. A block by Ab. And that's exactly what he's doing. Finds his way in the paint again. Good defense. Kristaps Porzingis has just been a man amongst boys in the last couple of games. You already know. SGA attacking Porzingis. SGA is being guarded by Kispert. So defensively, you know he's getting into the paint as he does it again and gets a creative serve. SGA with 29 points and the left-hand layup strong. Good one on SGA to try to turn this water off. No foul called. SGA with 2 more. SGA fading and hitting as soon as he...
You got to play if you don't think about how many fouls you have. You have to play aggressive.
And SGA goes right at him. Denny once again guarding SGA. SGA misses that one. Good defense.
Hey, Oklahoma City was in the middle of tanking, and they brought it against the Celtics. I think they, like, you know, one standard guy. But that's what they're going to do.
Alexander takes it right to basket, can't finish.
This is Brown's time to shine.
Gilgeous-Alexander throws one up on the run. That doesn't go. And he gets 2 more.
Wow, tough finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander again in the paint, leans, and he gets 2 more.
Man.
Gilgeous-Alexander get knocked. Gilgeous-Alexander takes that follow-up baseline. That does not go.
Have a true shooting percentage above 60%. And part of it, Scout, to me, is the turnover rate. It's way down. They got to keep that up.
Threw it away. 1 pass too many. Wow.
Yeah, regulation against the Knicks. Like, I just expect it to go in now. Wow.
Good block underneath, out of bounds. Coming back up. Wow, he just keeps on going.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Pull up, goes, no whistle.
Wow. Make a run. It's just.
Look at that.
Oh my. The fact that he.
There's that fall away. Didn't go this time. Takes a tough shot. Rebounds.
Diego one-on-one.
He goes to the basket, puts it up and in, and we'll get to the free. Yeah, he got that right. On the other end, a quick answer. Again, there's 2 and a foul. Stop and start, and partially blocked. Again, going to the bench on his bucket rather than getting to quick two.
13 feet on in. They're pretty much tops in that area.
Going to be fascinating how the Knicks try to slow down and run here in this first quarter. Shai comes right back and scores again. That's the last 2 games coming in. Shai using his length as he pulls. Shai on the reverse, left it short.
The other night against the Raptors, he had 70 points in the first half.
Shai sidesteps the defense. There. Checks the clock, makes sure he's got enough time. Tough fade away from the baseline. SGA. Oh, he got Argent sort of chopped up here in the second. Grimes, hands on Shai, not a problem, still works his...
That's how you're going to guard that guy.
Getting clean looks. Shai trying to get a clean look on the step back on the inbounds pass. But he gets back defensively. Shai pulls up a little bit short and float.
Good job, all blue shirts, picking up that loose change off the floor.
And Shai hard charging right. There's a steal. After that red-hot start by the Knicks, this is going to be an and one. Little action, but Reddish went behind his back. And it was stolen away by Shai, who will take it right to the cup in transition.
Chasing the game.
Want to close this out solid. Shai goes right around Rose. Nope. Shai punished Rose on the last possession. This time he pulls up. Sims. Got a full helping, and Shai off the pass, the little hop. See the hedge out by Sims on SGA. He regroups, goes in, man. Looked like quickly. Now Shai trying to drive. Blocked out of bounds by Reddish with exact.
Of Shai with the steal, attacking with the left. 13 points against Houston in that victory with 8 rebounds. Barnes quick out on the floor. There's Shai. And that shot is going to give you what you need.
Yep, and you need everyone to star in their role.
Yeah. You know. Ogashevsky rolls. Shai. And bank shot. Shai up top, guarded by Scotty. Gets a little bit of room and gets into that mid-range.
Over now, get back into it.
Here's Shai. And the shot. Shai, guarded by OG. Pulls up with a J. It doesn't go on the weak side. Here's Giddey. Shai. And no call. Bouye sends it to Shai. And Shai with a left in traffic a little bit.
And everybody's showing out so far.
Yeah. Here's Shai doing what he does.
And they're making shots. You see, he likes to poke it from behind.
With the slam.
Now back out to the perimeter with Shai. Milwaukee made life really tough on him the other. As Shai used that big body screen of JRE, but was blocked from behind.
Making that an in-game adjustment.
Shai, little bounce off Aurora, and then it's going to...
Discipline and getting an understanding of how this guy is working offensively, and that is something Darius has sharpened through.
Defense. Aurora just got smothered by Shai. He's trying to start the break. Goes right to the cup and scores.
Shot here by Carter. And look what it leads to.
Oku sets the screen. Shai pulls up. Shai then defended by Portis. Bounces off him. Tough fade away. Not a problem. Tap it in.
That's a terrific tap, too. It's a little bit hard on him.
Shai avoids Lopez. And man waits for help. As Shai stops, pulls up. Hand action, but it left Ibaka open. Shai. And he's kind of Holiday without Giannis. Got a lot of different contributors as Shai off balance for Milwaukee here in the second half. Shai off the track. He was going to feed Lopez. They've been doing here in the fourth quarter. Shai knifes right through the defense yet. Shai being defended by a good defender in Portis. Missed it initially, got it back. Fun basketball game at Paycom Center. Shai pulls up on Milwaukee. The Thunder already up by 2. Shai applying a little pressure with his drive. What has been a solid performance for him. Shai trying to back down Carter. Now fades away. Knew it was going to be... Let her spread it out. Shai kept his pivot foot down, a fadeaway. Shai has to hurry. Shot clock dwindling.
After that hoop. Gilgeous-Alexander in the lane. That's the Bojan Bogdanovic's first field goal of this game. Gilgeous-Alexander sends it and scores it on ability, especially when you're a bit short-handed down there. Fighting it. Gilgeous-Alexander stops and fires. Fills it up. That's not for OKC. Both of them paid a price. Williams under with a good start. Up fake in the lane. Leaner. No. We're tied at 21. Gilgeous-Alexander with a shot. Julian got one. OKC by 5. Little leaning. Glasser goes. Finally. The rim to Gilgeous-Alexander. He wants to drive it. He does. He lays it up. He lays it in. 8. 5 seconds to play in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander to the basket. Got it blocked. Alexander to the basket. Got it blocked. Gets it back. Scores it and draws on that last drive. Gilgeous-Alexander, sweet touch, and he sticks it. And the Pistons have the lead on Jaden Ivey's triple. Gilgeous-Alexander to the lane, trying to get to the rim. Pistons by 1 in a race to the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander blocked by Jalen Durham. Good right here and stays right on him. Gilgeous-Alexander threw a bump and didn't get a call. And Kant draws a double team. Gilgeous-Alexander drives Cade, scoops and scores. Gilgeous-Alexander with a score. The star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Stops at the elbow, fires and won't fall. Gilgeous-Alexander. Jumper, yes. Wow. Crosses over. From the lane, fires, it won't fall. Alexander. Up fake, and a shot off glass, no. Tapped outside.
Guy that likes to play downhill basketball. It's a nice move by Shai.
Great. Shai got around one, floats it up, and it's such a big part of scoring for Milwaukee. Great stats from Chris Josephson, our stats guy. Thunder would gladly play that brand of defense all night long as Shai got to his defense so sound tactfully. So many good on-ball defenders. Shai's going to lean into that one. Beat the shot. Directing traffic. Spins, fades, shot is going to beat the buzzer.
You've had success in the paint, spreading the floor. That's a nice slow, low
turnover. Picked up by Shai. Shai surveys, goes right to the cup, and he was blocked from behind again. Mountain. Shai around a screen from Muscala.
Two hands helps that out a lot. It stops him from stripping it.
Cycle shot clock after the offensive rebound, showing his offensive skill set. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's now got a double-double, and Shai
wants to open up a cut at that three-point line. And Shai does what Shai does.
For the rebound, Shai, little space, drives, blocked.
Oh, no, not unless everybody's in sync. You know, because you're in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, it's not going to end well either way.
Yeah, man. The dream shake was
lethal on the season now. 24 for 48, 50%.
Yeah, and this team is shooting almost, which they spot up a lot.
Well, Denver is now 5 out of 6 from down. So many plays that we've seen the Thunder do over these first 7 games of the season, Michael.
Second time this season, and on the last meeting between these two teams back on October 22nd, it was the Thunder's second
point shooter. He can make it, but not like Michael Porter Jr. or Jokic. The veteran. And another steal by Shai, able to tap it to himself. Brown, the only reason. Jokic.
Keep talking about it, man, because I'm telling you, he's just doing some great things out there on the floor.
As Gordon's second free throw is no good, and that confidence is showing up. Because
you're talking about the second youngest team in NBA history.
And it looks like Shai's head might have gotten into the face of Jamal Murray. slowly chipped away at this deficit all night long. He turns around. It's basically defending out
how you're going to have to get out and run. That starts with getting stops, of course, but to give yourself a chance against their size
inside. Little inside-outside game is Jang way flat on the three. Trying to save it from...
You took the lead at the end of the third quarter, and you got the Nuggets now trying to be braced for most of this game. They've been able to knock down that three.
Green, oh! There's a nifty pass from Giddy. But that 7-2 frame, much like his dad, who was a great player in the image, this Orlando team has got a massive starting five in there. You've got Banchero, who 31 out of 31 at the free throw line. Longest in OKC history. Passing one hit ahead, and they'll finish up the jam in transition. There's that pace we're talking about.
Pointed out that, yes, while Shai has all the tools that make him a great player, perhaps the most encouraging thing about him is...
Great looks there for Dort, who was such a big part of the game against Dallas. His defense.
We'll gladly take this, and they're just, stick his hands up. Yeah, you're going to get hit with the citation for being able to manage that. That's tough for a lot of NBA coaches, to manage 10, 11.
Going to go to the line for these two free throws. See your Thunder your way.
Ball game in overtime.
He is an endless attack at the rim. What we've seen
in the building meant so much to these kids to add a little bit of normalcy and fun back into their lives.
Yeah, I think
at the hospital, that's pretty cool.
Shai out of the timeout with the step.
Ever so cutting into that deficit now are the Thunder. Right now, 1-point lead as Wendell Carter Jr. will tie the...
Under 2 minutes to go. Man, trying to add to the lead. Nifty move. It's playoffs a season ago until they ran into the Golden State Warriors. Dort dumps it off for Wiggins. Wiggins trying...
It's just a great defensive series because Doncic initially, he wants to drive first. Knocking down 17 threes a couple of nights ago to finish that homestand against the Clippers.
Welcome back.
If need be.
There's no need to do that because I'm just saying it was embarrassing.
Jokic know where everybody is at all times as Baisley spots.
Job of putting that ball on the floor, showing that shot fake.
7 in a row for the Mavs as Pokusevski bangs that off the face of Dwight Powell.
Pass. This time, it's by Lou Dort.
Mike, why are the Thunder having so much success in now 9 points after that free throw? See Powell just basically...
Good job of just all-around play. Scoring, attacking the basket, yet of the roster for the Thunder.
Trying to create an advantage. As soon as you get that basketball in your hand. 9. Shai trying to detach. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wiggins going to have to make his move.
You get you caught in no man land. If you're that help guy, you got to make a decision. Do I try to guard?
That was a bad miss from Finney Smith. Line drive shot. With authority.
And that's what you do with Christian Wood under the basket. You just make it no doubt.
And 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Through those screens. Did a great job. Trying to defend Doncic. Fourth quarter.
Well, big with their star player on the bench.
Stretching out the lead. That's going to be a foul on Dallas.
Yeah, especially
right at Wood and scores.
He's been making some strong plays like that tonight, keeping both hands.
Coming off the bench, 39 bench points for Mark Daigneault and the Thunder. And it's down to...
Their bench did a good job in the top part of the fourth quarter, but the Thunder wrestled back that momentum.
Now it's Wiggins' turn on Doncic with 5 on the timer. They clear it out for him. Doncic, same covers. They run another screen. Doncic realizes, now fires over to Oklahoma. SGA trying to go at Zubac. So much efficiency the other night. Picks up right where he left off. A little up and under. Pass intended for George. As it was taken away by SGA. Another turnover. And how about the left hand flip? Muscala setting the big screen for SGA. He'll go to work on Zubac. Boy, just a line. See Shai just trying to negotiate that defense. Making sure that he is playing with a crowd. SGA now on the drive. Lost it on the way up. Ball tapped out.
That the Thunder have to play with.
Oh, Shai. Pretty move. Can't pay it off at the end.
This conversation all season. You cannot pay attention to what's
top in terms of field goal percentage on the season. Him and Gobert. Shai, mid-range. Shai stopped on a dime right there on the primarily. Trying to get to his spot, and he pushed it up, no good.
He was terrific.
I got good intel as Shai, freshly in print, isn't always going to be the exact same. Shai, boy, he had his back to the basket, then spins away from the... So the Clippers are getting their work inside. Shai got collapsed on Covington, the block from behind. See that perimeter defense by LA trying to slow the Thunder offense. Shai. Every possession gaining importance is Shai. And he's still able to get great steal by Shai, poking it away from Powell. He will take it in and the scoop and score.
Yeah, he got hit on A right now down the stretch.
Oakley not getting overmatched at all. Shai stops on a dime. The Thunder been snapping that ball around all night. Shai, another step back, not going to miss that one.
About how the Thunder have been able to just start things here in this fourth quarter. This is what the Thunder want, to get out in transition.
Shai accelerates, gets to his spot, pulls up, high archer.
He's capable of big nights for them.
SGA, that was contested, but Zubac faced some big bodies, obviously, with Jokic, Gobert, and Karl Anthony Towns. SGA, they try to drive, pulls up again, and he's got himself another shirt out by Terrence Mann. Now pushes that ball out. Zubac tried to block it. Wiggins, he's just glad to be back out on the floor for the Clippers. Oh, the speed of SGA. Zubac. Back and forth we go here in the first quarter. Shai not going to miss that one. The pretty stood up. 21-16 Thunder lead on a 9-2 run. Shai once again finds himself open, and he's going to knock back by Coffey. 3 to shoot. And the top shot, Coffey stood with him. He's surrounded, and Shai picks his pocket. He's going to have to get it up quickly. Try to bank it in to beat. Plenty of time here for Shai. He'll pull up, mid-range shot. And the career's worth from the corner. Shai.
Can charge up at the pro level.
Shai. And he had man draped all over him. Thank you, Paris. Mike Muscala on the floor to open up this second half. And Zubac again.
Out of the page of Moses Malone, you got to look him up.
Oh, Shai. Rugged drive. Took a shot. See Shai. Oh. Just spun right away. Zubac's hand in the face, and Shai shoved away from behind. They hit ahead to Shai. It's a 2-on-1. Next little Euro step to Shai. Pow. Zubac complaining all the way down the floor, and there's a Shai spin, bank home.
Legs underneath him.
SGA fading away. Back iron no good. Poku. So with Shai back in. That's been his move all night. Stopping mid-post. Henrich able to tap.
Wants to get to the rim. Tough shot, and that's good defense. You had a dunk on that. You see him kick out for that 3. I think he could have also. Gilgeous-Alexander, no, on the week's 27 in his first game at Utah, 26 last night. And Gilgeous-Alexander on a nice, except for Muscala on this team. Now Gilgeous-Alexander gets Bones. Over the top, short. Got to hurry back. He's worried about traffic. Gilgeous-Alexander out of nowhere. Gilgeous-Alexander. Bruce Brown is on him. And that's a nice move by Gilgeous. Brown pokes it out. Gilgeous-Alexander rolls it home. That's correct. 5 team fouls. Alexander got plenty of time on the clock. Still, you get in the zone. Yes, and 6 rebounds. Missed it. Another offense. My son just got to go out there with Rocky throwing football. It was great. Then Porter trying to hang with him. And that's a hell of a play. 100 when I played. $100,000, huh? 100.
Gilgeous-Alexander to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gordon on the run. Tough shot, missed it. Jokic rebounds. 10 rebounds, 10 assists. His second triple-double as Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to back in against Brown.
That's a good shot. See, that's good.
This Oklahoma City team. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks in another one. Gilgeous-Alexander gets another. Here he goes again, trying to get by Gordon. Up and under on Gordon. Gordon blocks another shot.
Rudy scored that night as well.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off the mark. Nice steal from Gilgeous-Alexander. On the move, driving on McDaniels, can't finish. But
that they had, Shai was out a bunch of games, as I mentioned. The defense great.
Gilgeous-Alexander, nice move. That's what he does.
Be taken, protecting the rim and taking away the three.
10 seconds for Gilgeous-Alexander to work with. Edwards right there with him. Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Flash tickets. Gilgeous-Alexander, nope, but he follows it and puts. Gilgeous-Alexander, nope, but he follows it and puts it through.
Going to be in attack mode, looking to score.
Oh, there's a feed. Timberwolves caught sleeping. 69-57. Gilgeous-Alexander stops, pops.
Back in the early 90s, spread the floor, shoot threes.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the finish in the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander sidelined for a month with the knee injury. Seen his first NBA action. And Minnesota get a stop. Gilgeous-Alexander, the step back is good. Seconds to go in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander again. Bench didn't like that look.
Yeah, just a tough mid-range shot that was contested.
And Gilgeous-Alexander attacking McDaniels. A little push off. Left the jumper short. SGA, oh, strong finish.
But their first against Barmano. Nice step through and off the Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up just inside the free throw line and knocks it down with it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tough. Better play from Argentina. Gilgeous-Alexander goes left. Gilgeous-Alexander attacks. And good D from Argentina to have the first possession of the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander just uses his body into this sizable Canadian lead. And look at that play. Campazzo in the post, shoots over him just short. And Brashear knocks it down. Gilgeous-Alexander misses. Ball up for Canada. What can he create? Pulls up at the free throw line. Gilgeous-Alexander, 1-footer off the right hand, no good. Offensive